is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today we are going to be reacting to DBG ranking the best centers in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, I mean, there's quite a few centers here. Obviously, DBG and I differ on a lot of opinions, and that's what makes these fun. Now, before we dive any further, make sure to go smash that subscribe button on DBG's channel. Drop a like on the video as well. If you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers.
Center position.
All right, let's see where we're at.
Top heavy. I said
it's top heavy.
But
okay.
Alonzo Mourning, we're going to start off. He's probably B tier.
Wow.
Honestly.
Okay. Whoa.
When you see some of these guys in the lower tiers, I think you're going to say
Alonzo Mourning at B tier is crazy.
Alonzo's B tier. He might get into C.
Alonzo Mourning at B tier is
crazy. So Alonzo Mourning, like, the guy objectively is not terrible. He's not good. A level reward. He's definitely not worth collecting specifically for, but obviously you're going to get him on the way to getting something better.
Alonzo is not good. I got the card. He's not good.
His release.
I'm just trying to figure out where DBG is going with this.
He's 6'10", so he's undersized. Overall stats are decent, but I think B is the right spot for him.
That's fine. B's. I would go C probably.
Drummond and B as well. Drummond's got nice speed.
I mean, Drummond's not horrible, but for today's game, B tier, I just don't know.
Got nice speed.
I like Drummond's player build more than anything. Isn't his speed like a 79?
He's got off interceptor. He's just not going to shoot. It's the big problem with Drummond.
He can knock down mid-range shots.
Shoot the ball.
He has a good release.
He's an inside center. And if you want a player to be just not to shoot, he's fine. He'll do the job.
He's fine for an inside big.
Bargnani. No, I think Bargnani's probably one tier below these guys. I don't think Bargnani.
Who is going to be in D and worthless tier? That's my question. Like,
so the thing with Bargnani
these cards stink.
He will shoot the ball well. Like, when he's wide open, he hits a lot of shots.
His release is not good. Amari's base is not good.
What even says Amari's stat, Amari base is completely
It's not good. I'm sorry, it is not a good release.
His upper is still pretty nice. He's tall at 7 foot tall. He's like a way better version of Vucevic. His speed, I think he's like 7.
Yeah, but Vuce is garbage too.
As well as that, like, he's tall and plays good interior defense. His defense in the perimeter is non-existent. It is genuinely.
What are we talking about here with Andrea Bargnani? This card is dirt.
I still think C tier is fair for him. Bogut. I'm going to Bogut and C as well. Now, Bogut.
There have been 0 cards so far on this list.
He'll hit a wide open corner 3.
Andre Drummond's okay.
He can hit a wide open corner 3.
Bogut is horrible.
Be a good shooter, though.
Bargnani is horrible.
His speed isn't great. But he's got a big player build. He's got half interceptor. Like, Bogut is like, he's bigger, but he's also slower than Drummond.
Bogut is not
Drummond. I think
Drummond.
maybe you could argue him in the same tier as Drummond. You really could.
Drummond's better. I don't care.
Bogut's not actually terrible. It's just 70 speed is kind of slow.
That's so slow. That's what Yao's got.
Bogut, what you're getting is you're getting a decent post hook, but obviously it doesn't really matter. But you're
post hook?
You're getting like 85.
Nobody is shooting post hooks.
You're getting a 92 steal. You're getting a 97 block. Like, if you're looking at these stats right here, they're not all terrible.
Look at the 69 speed, 62 acceleration, and 69 vertical. That is despicable.
But, like, 90 standing dunk. He's
not close to being better than Drummond. Are you kidding me? Not even comparable.
But, like, unbelievable rebounding. 92 steal, 97 block, half interceptor, half brick wall.
Not even close, man.
I don't know what I feel. I'm gonna put him C right now, but he's the best. I'm gonna swap these two. You move Alonzo
Mourning, that's fine. I don't like Alonzo Mourning anyways. So.
I mean, Gilmore's huge.
Gilmore is massive. That Amethyst Artist Gilmore, guys, man, he was massive.
And, like, if you look at Artist Gilmore, the guy's 7'2".
Gilmore was massive.
Big player build. Wide player build. 7'5" wingspan. He's not going to shoot, but he will hit the mid-range. He's got base 1, which is really good. He'll hit the mid-range. And, like,
if we get a good Artist Gilmore at some point,
decent steal.
His player build reminds me of Dikembe.
Not awful lateral for his height. He's a 75 speed. I know he's only got gold interceptor, but he's got half brick wall, half box, half intimidator, half post.
Yeah, those badges are tough. Those badges are tough. Really, I feel like he's a good counter to a guy, like, if you're running up against
despite the fact that
I feel like Artist
you're gonna have to give him that.
Could compete against him.
But I mean, Gilmore's good. He's huge though. Just huge. Sabonis, A. He's huge and can shoot.
He's better than the guys we've seen at B or C. I don't mind A.
Cheesy.
He's slow though.
Super cheesy.
But he is cheesy.
For me,
A is fine.
Sabonis belongs in A tier.
Pick your battles. A tier is fine.
Okay. I'm actually going to make my worth list here. Before we get on to anything, I'm going to make my worth list here. And first player going into worth list here is going to be Jokic.
I mean, Jokic
I think I might
really
start
bad.
moving people down tiers. Jokic's going to go on the worth list here. At this stage in the game, Jokic
I think he does need to move people down.
The guy has absolutely no use in most squads.
Who else is worthless?
He's slow, not even the greatest shooter.
Is Brad worthless?
It's not October anymore. He's not any good.
Brad might be
He's
worthless.
useless.
Jonas can shoot it though.
He is useless. Eddie Curry, what are you doing on this list? He's actually got a good player build, and I do think later on in the year Eddie Curry's going to.
I feel like Eddie Curry is a guy 2K will forever make okay.
He's another one that his actual player build.
I'll say this: Yurt was good. He was fun to watch when he played for Miami.
Like there are a lot of
his rebound and assist line. He would smash literally.
There were genuinely a lot of things with like Yurtseven.
I like big Yurt.
It's just in the grand scheme of things.
As long as Spoelstra played him enough,
he just got to go into worthless, doesn't he? DeAndre Jordan again. Like DeAndre Jordan's biggest thing, if you look at him, was that he was fast and. He was fast. DeAndre Jordan was not bad. He's probably better than everybody else at worthless for this time. He was considered a super fast.
That's just in my opinion.
But his time is obviously season 1. He has 75 speed. He has 64 lateral.
Look at his defensive badges, though.
Can't even shoot the mid-range.
Look at his defensive badges. Intimidator and rim. I mean, he's not horrible at all.
Mad.
He is not horrible one bit.
Absolutely mad, but no. DeAndre Jordan, he's not it. He's not it at this stage in the game. He's terrible. Yeah, trying to think who else is worthless. Brad.
That's who my first
Brad
instinct was
something about
Brad.
him at the start of the year.
I mean, he was a pink diamond.
Week 1 specifically, you could argue because he could kind of shoot like 65-3. Even though he had a bad release, when he was wide open, he could kind of shoot.
Week 1, he was good. Absolutely. Look at those badges. He was absolutely good week 1.
His speed wasn't at that stage wasn't even that terrible for a center.
Absolutely was good in week 1.
You could do a little bit more than like what a Shaq and Will could do. He was S tier my very first centers, but again, this is a day 1 pink diamond. What I don't even know why I put him on the list. I really don't know why I put him on the list. But he's worthless. I'm putting Reem there. I hate this card. I don't know why I hate Kareem so much.
Kareem's bad, but he is 7 too.
This year is not as good as he used to be. I think once he gets like guard type speed, it could be really good. But
Kareem's next card is going to be elite.
Country, you are a trash can, man. Big country.
Is he not going to put Mitchell Robinson in worthless? Mitchell Robinson's really bad.
I still cannot believe that this card came out halfway through season 3. I thought they were trolling. I genuinely, when him and Seth shot.
I'm gonna stick by this, guys. The worst thing 2K has ever done, and I might make a video on it sometime, is the Beyond Level 40. What the Beyond Level 40 has done is it is made for 2K to give us very bad triple threat rewards. It's just what it's made it out to be.
I genuinely thought
and I hate the Beyond Level 40. I hate it. It's the worst thing in the world.
Random thing ever because they were
the worst thing in the world. It's terrible.
Not terrible.
Can't even choose Kazi Russell out of there. It's terrible.
Like big country, I mean.
It is just terrible.
We're 2K. Thank you, a big country. Oh, he was terrible. He was
terrible. He is terrible. But he was terrible for that time too.
He's so bad. Are there any other worthless tier players here?
No, there's not. I don't know about Vlade. I don't know. He'd be the only
Dino in high worthless. Dino's not actually awful because like if you look at Dino Raj, he's just very skinny and he doesn't have the wingspan.
I don't even know if I've ever used that Dino
card. He wouldn't be, but like, he's an 83 speed center who can hit wide because he's got base 4 who can hit when he's wide open, and also not the worst defender in the world. Like it's just the strength's a little bit of an issue, which is 80. But
I like how 2K like once a card's good they stick with it. So like Dino had a good card and 2K's gonna stick with it.
Currently looking at his showing you his stats. 83 speed, 80 driving.
This card's not worthless.
Like, they're not bad. I think especially if they go
you cannot convince me that Dino Raja is worthless.
Dino Raja could actually end up being a pretty good card.
He is not worthless.
4, which is a really good release this
year.
You
can make the argument he's better than Bargnani.
Last year as well, but he's even better this year. Okay, so
Dino is not worthless.
I think that might be worthless done. I think that really might be worthless here done.
We'll see, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm aware that is. So
there are some bad cards on this list, though. I would say.
I'm gonna just put one player in the one tier below worthless. I mean, Camby sucks. Camby really sucks. So like Marcus Camby might be down there. If you guys,
I don't know. I've just tried doing Marcus Camby's blocks
really
challenge.
So
thankfully, somebody was generous enough to let me do it.
He's got 80 yard quickness and 74 speed, but he can't shoot.
I mean, who's better, Camby or Dino? That's
his
really the question.
Okay. His blocks are
obviously you got those Hall of Famers, which are nice.
He's definitely worthless.
He's not very good.
Undersized at 6'11". I think Camby's gonna go one tier. I think Camby's gonna be that D tier player.
D tier is fine for him. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with my tier so far. I'm happy. Ben Wallace. Look, at this stage in the game, the guy doesn't play offense. D for defense.
He's not good at this stage, but he was good for his time. I want to repeat that. He was good for his time.
He the ball at a decent rate, but the guy cannot make a layup. Unless you are dunking.
Yeah, but he was still really good for his time.
He will not score. He is such a liability on offense that I cannot justify putting him in any tier other than D tier.
That's fair, though.
He well and truly belongs. He's not worthless, but he belongs there.
That's fair.
Bill Russell, B. I hate his release.
Bill Russell is good,
I hate
though.
Bill Russell's release.
You can hate the Set Shot 17 release, but to say he's not good is wrong. I think he's as good. I think he's better than Sabonis. I'm just putting that out there for y'all. He would be A tier for me by far.
If you want to just say this to Bill Russell because he's super cheap, it really doesn't matter.
He's A tier.
I'm just talking about the Diamond Bill Russell. You're looking at stats and thinking, unbelievable defender. I do agree, he is a really good defender. And he does have really good speed. It's just, I can't get off a shot off with him. Like, he's not bad at all.
Set Shot 17 is so chicken.
I just look at him as a non-shooter because I can't shoot with the guy.
I'm not going to sit here and say it's the quickest release. But KG's release wasn't the quickest release, but it's green.
But Bill Russell's not bad. He's really not bad.
I can't wait for another KG
Bill
card,
Walton.
man.
Oh, Bill Walton in high C. He's not terrible.
Bill Walton is not horrible.
He's actually not terrible. Like, the guy's got Rubio release.
He's not
which
good.
Is, again, pretty nice.
But I did use him to grind some XP and stuff, and he's not horrible,
speed,
man.
84 lateral. Not a great steal rating, but he does have the half defense or the goal defense badge and a couple of half ones. Decent in the post.
Definitely not
the
horrible.
Shooter in the world.
Perimeter defense at a
Honestly,
44
not
is
the worst
crazy.
passer in the world, or a good passer for a big man. Like, I don't think he's brilliant by any means. But
I know a lot of people don't like Bill Walton, the announcer. I do.
Bogut,
dude, like, eats candles on fire and stuff. I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay, I like this.
I move Bill Walton up one. Yeah,
I like this.
A little bit better.
It looks a lot better.
McAdoo's going A. So Bob McAdoo
over Bill.
Speed
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
And that's the big thing with him. 92 speed, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He can shoot from the corners because he's got base 5.
He can, but it's still just
defensively solid. Really good.
I like Bob McAdoo if only he had a little bit better three ball.
The guy's an actual point center.
I just wish his three ball was a little bit higher.
The guy is a genuinely good point center in game. So I would be high on this guy. I really would be high on this guy. So like, if you are,
it's just that three ball. It's a little low.
If you're just looking for a super,
it's crazy. Giannis is a 67 three ball. DBG hates Giannis because he can't shoot with him. But now all of a sudden, Bob McAdoo is a 63 three ball, and DBG is gassing this card to no end.
Class center.
That's funny.
He's not bad.
That's funny to me.
He's not bad at all.
That's really funny to me.
Yeah. Now we are on to
me.
Brooke Lopez. Now Brooke Lopez is going to go B.
He can shoot it, and he's tall, but he is slow.
70 speed, but he's
I'd definitely take Bill Russell over him.
I see Brooke Lopez is a way better Bargnani.
I think Bill Russell just belongs at A, though.
So this is the best way I'm going to do it. Bargnani is a way better wherever whereas LaFrance is going D tier. Vucevic is going D tier. So Bargnani is a way better LaFrance and Vucevic. And then
it's crazy to me how many people still use Vucevic. Like, I know he's a free card, but still.
So Bargnani's not going to guard anyone on the perimeter. But interior, he's going to be decent. His rebound is pretty good. His shot is just so good.
Move on.
Brooke Lopez is such a good shooter. Like, if I had to use Brooke Lopez in any scenario, whether it be clutch time, whether it be unlimited, he'd be perfectly fine. He would do the job. The problem is if you come up against like a Bob McAdoo type player, you're going to really struggle. And now, controversial pick numero uno. A tier for Birdman.
Do I need to click off the video? Birdman over Bill Russell?
If you're looking at what Birdman is missing, he's really not missing that much.
Like, he's got 24 badges, DBG.
Like, he has got
24 badges.
35.
He's not as good as Bill Russell. I'm sorry. He's not Bill Russell.
Strength. He's got not, so he doesn't get back down that easily.
He's not Bill Russell.
95 driving, 85 lateral, 85 steal, 95 block, 84 perimeter defense. Like stats wise, the guy is perfect. Badges wise, catch and shoot. He hits a seriously high percentage from the corners for me. So fact is, yeah, he has a low badge count, but most of them are shooting. And I mean, look, just green from the corners, you're gonna be fine.
Most of them are shooting.
Most of them are shooting and playmaking.
All right, then scroll down to his defense. Well, where's clamps? What about ball stripper? What about off-ball pass that he doesn't even have?
Badges, he could do it. He could do it clamps, but it's not the end of the world. There is not one of these defensive badges where it's the end of the world not having it for a big man.
I mean, you're right.
Big man badges.
I agree with that. And I'm not saying Birdman's bad. He probably should be at A tier.
Rebound chaser.
But what I'm saying is,
and in
Bill Russell is better.
Inside badges. I mean, limitless takeoff matters. That's about it. Like he's got all. You might say, oh, he's only got 24 badges. He's got like outside of the shooting ones, he has all the key badges he needs. He's also not the greatest height, but he's got really nice wingspan, really good player build, shoots the lights out. Nah, Chris Anderson, Birdman.
That's cool.
Get into A tier.
That's cool. All I'm saying is Bill Russell is getting massively disrespected. Christian Wood stinks.
I mean, look, I think we'll get it.
Christian Wood does not play a lick of defense.
I think we'll get it going. Problem with Christian Wood is the guy just doesn't play defense.
Not a lick of defense, man.
It's very tough to.
Does have some decent Hall of Famers. Rebound chaser with Worm is decent, but Wood is terrible.
Whether it be a power forward or center. So
a guy who's not horrible is Capella.
C, that's fine.
Capella's C tier, maybe. He's not horrible at all.
Capella has got decent speed.
I think honestly, Andre Drummond should get moved down.
It's in the high 70s. It's nothing spectacular, but again,
so if you compare Capella to Drummond, they're basically the same.
He's only 6'10", so he's short. He can't shoot, but defensively, again, good enough lateral, not the greatest steal, but he has all the key defensive badges. Look, Capella's fine. Some people swear by the guy. I think he's perfectly fine. I'm putting him in C tier. If you want to move him higher, that is.
I just think wherever he is where Drummond should be.
Then we've got a guy. I just think
he's good. Cowens is good.
Dave Cowens, and
he's good.
Mine's hover. My Dave Cowens, it's hovering. Like,
there is objectively no way Birdman is better than Dave Cowens.
I prefer Birdman to Cowens.
Why?
I'm going to stand by that. I prefer Birdman to Cowens. So, Cowens has got, he's got 27 badges, whereas I think Birdman had 24. The half badges, box, hustler, intimidator,
are way better. He lacks 0 badges outside of off-ball pass that matter for a big man.
Then rebound chaser, worm. So they are kind of similar.
They're better.
They both have very few shooting badges. They both have very few playmaking badges. Both have.
I prefer Cowens release.
Post game, that doesn't matter. Defensively, they're both very similar. Speed wise, there's one difference, and shooting wise is a tiny bit lower. Like Cowens versus Birdman are super similar.
I really don't think it's similar.
I just prefer Birdman. I think Birdman's
scroll down to the stats.
Better player build.
It says plus 68, and DBG is gonna go and run with that. But look at the ball handle, passing accuracy, and passing vision. Vertical Birdman's got
plus 68 total stats, but a lot of them are like ball handling, which doesn't matter too much. But he is gonna be better standing dunking. He's gonna jump a lot higher with that plus 13 vertical.
The vertical does matter. I do agree.
And yeah, I'm putting Cowens, even though Cowens is chick. I'm putting Cowens atop of B, and I'm gonna put Birdman.
I disagree firmly, but I still think Bill Russell is better than both of them. So that it's a mute point because Bill Russell is better than both of them, and you're not even talking about.
Robinson's here.
If D-Rob is not at least A, I might even put him in S tier with the weak centers.
D-Rob and S. I still think he's more than usable. Like, I genuinely do think he's more than usable still to this day, especially the 75th version. Like, if you look at David Robinson, the guy has got 84 speed, 84 acceleration, 82 3 ball. Everything except his steal.
D-Rob's still good. The problem is,
he's got 9.
I'm telling you guys, and I want you guys to listen, we're going to get great centers really soon in my team.
Fade away.
Just want you guys to listen to that.
Gold interceptor.
Will,
chaser,
Kareem, Dikembe.
Clamps, like, even base D-Rob is still usable.
We're going to get them pretty soon in my team.
He might go down for... He might be a nominee for the longevity award this year. Because he came out on the 5th of November. And it's
February, yeah.
So it's been more than 3 months. And I mean, you could still argue. I still think he might be S tier. Ayton. Ayton is A. A for Ayton, A for tier. Ayton
is the best player at A tier
version of David Robinson. Like, they're both 7 foot. They both have huge player builds.
Ayton is the best player at A tier, and I don't want to hear anybody argue.
And you're looking at like badges wise, okay, you get 4 extra halves on Ayton. But when you're and Ayton's better stats wise, but no, if you're like +5 speed, the things that Ayton are really better in, obviously you get passing,
rebounding, steal, block. What are you saying, DBG?
I think they rebound equally well. But I just think release-wise,
I agree.
And speed, you're just looking at D-Rob being that little bit better.
I think if you want to make the argument,
D-Rob can get everybody.
If you want to make the argument, Ayton's better than Dave Robinson, I'm right there with you. I think it's extremely close. Brick wall, interceptor, incident, Ayton and D-Rob are equal, man.
I just feel like in game, even with the half interceptor,
I'm sorry, man.
I just think Dave Robinson.
They are equal. I'm sorry.
I think D-Rob is the better card, and I think top or high A is definitely best rating. I'm gonna go A for Boogie Cousins as well. I don't think Boogie's that spectacular.
I do not like DeMarcus Cousins.
I think
his Ayton gotta go S. He does not belong at A tier.
What he does. I don't think Boogie.
I'm sorry, he doesn't belong in A tier with these scrubs.
Terrible shooter.
Sabonis, scrub. McAdoo's not terrible.
Defender.
Anderson, scrub. Cousins, terrible. Scrub.
I think he's hovering.
Bill Russell is the third best player on this list right now. I'm sticking to that.
They're close. They are close with each other.
Don't disrespect the Kembe.
Kembe Mutombo. You see, I don't know how to put him in C or B.
He's B.
Smash man.
He's B.
He came out 1 week after launch.
He's B tier, man.
Like, you can still get away with using this guy in a lot of settings.
So he's B tier. There's no question about it.
The guy came out on the 17th of September, and you can probably get away with using
Talk about the longevity reward? Yeah, mention Dikembe Mutombo.
So,
that's all I'm going to say.
I go B. I'll go B because I think he is a little bit better than Gilmore.
Yeah, he is.
He can shoot the ball if he's needed to.
His release, it's not good, but it's chicken. Though. Yes, it's not even close.
Yeah, huge player build. He's going to go there. The other Dikembe, D. He's just big. He's definitely not worthless. He's still a big body.
Dikembe's player build is
Dwight
insane.
Howard. Look, at this stage of the game, Dwight Howard's C tier. He's kind of fast.
For an inside big, he's still not horrible.
He's still undersized at the center.
So what are we looking at for S tier centers? Embiid, Cat, KP, then Yao. Those are our last 4.
He's gonna go C tier.
That's gotta be right.
Mikan,
B.
B, but I'm moving Boogie down as well.
That's cool.
I think Mikan.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I think Bill Russell is better than.
I also think these guys are all better than Mikan. These guys in A tier. But like, if you look at Mikan stats, Mikan has got 86 speed, 86 acceleration, pretty much 80 lateral.
The reason I like George Mikan is because of his release.
Not great perimeter, but he's at 93
because he's chicken. That's why I like George Mikan.
Chicken release, gold sniper, gold bullet. He doesn't come with interceptor.
If it was not because of his release, I would not like him that much. But his release is so smooth. I want to see him compared to Bill Russell. Cousins' stats are going to be better.
Obviously, he doesn't have the hot badges.
Oh, really? Not really.
Stats-wise, that bit better. Has a way better release. Boogie obviously has the half badge advantage. And even though Boogie has the shooting half badge advantage, Mikan's a better shooter.
True.
Mikan's a better
Boogie Cousins on the interior is going to be better.
I think in terms of like their level, half badge is similar. So
better.
I think Mikan's for me the best player in B tier right now. If anyone,
I think it's Bill Russell. I think it's Bill Russell.
For me, if anyone is getting moved up from B tier, it's George Mikan.
We don't always agree on everything. Greg Oden, I don't know if I've used enough. No,
Greg Oden's better. Greg Oden is objectively better. Like, Greg Oden is like a center version of like Maurice Lucas. He doesn't move like Maurice Lucas, but he's going to be a more big man.
I don't think I've used Greg Oden
73
that much.
ball with set shot 16. He'll hit when he's wide open.
So when it's set shot 17, it's the be all end all, but set shot 16 is okay.
Or you don't have to respect him. Like, you don't have to overplay him, but you can't leave the guy wide the F open. Like, 83 speed, 83 acceleration.
Interior-wise, he's good.
85 lateral, 82 perimeter.
He's got a lot of Hall of Famers.
Half interceptor, rebound chaser, and rim
interior finishing wise.
Huge player builds. Fundamental dribble style, although it doesn't matter because he's got 49 ball handle.
Greg Oden looks fine, man.
Like post spin.
The 73 ball
is on everybody.
A little bit
Greg
of a
Oden
concern,
is Greg Oden's
other than that, he's good.
For 7,000 MT, I mean, can't go wrong with Greg Oden, can you? Hakeem.
A tier.
Hakeem A tier. Okay, now that I'm here, I'm happier with George Mikan in B tier.
I think A tier should be Ayton and Hakeem. Unless you want to make S tier big.
I mean, Birdman going
those two are way better than the other people.
Like Hakeem. I initially said, I was like, what's the point of ever locking in for Hakeem? But Hakeem's had longevity because of his player build and his defense.
His player build
at the time, I was always like, oh, he's only okay. But like his defense is really, really nice. His shooting's pretty nice.
I don't like his release, but other than that, I mean, defensively, he's so good.
He's had more longevity than a lot of cards. So I think at the time, his offense wasn't really great. Set shot 18.
I hate set shot 16, and I hate set shot 18. I hate both of them. Set shot 17, I can actually agree with.
His defenses, as time's gone on, he's definitely.
I think his defense is so good. Similar to last year.
Stood the test of time.
Because he's
his
player
build. And honestly, he might be as good as. When it's all said and done, he might be as good as D-Rob. I think I still take D-Rob, but he's going to be S. This Joel Embiid. I mean, he's not better than Andre Bargnani.
C tier is probably right for him.
He's really not. But this Joel Embiid, no brainer S.
He's S tier.
No brainer S.
I'm not as high on Joel as the average person, but I respect how good he is.
He shoots, he plays defense, he runs with the ball in his hands. He'll take you inside, he'll take you outside. He'll block shots, he'll play defense. The guy has everything.
And he also has James Harden.
The guy has it all, and his release is
Fear the beard to Philly?
In the argument for best center in the game. He's just a better
He's in that argument, sure.
Nurkic
is horrible. I'm sorry.
I even forgot what Nurkic did.
Nurkic is horrible.
I'm going to take a look right now.
He's
I genuinely forgot. I've used him. I use him for challenges. I know he can rebound.
The dude is horrible. If this card is not worthless, I don't know what is.
Like his jumper isn't even that good.
If this card is not worthless, I don't know. If this card not worthless,
probably puts him off worthless. Even though he has a 51 speed.
51
I've seen him play all these
terrible.
lanes and he plays good defense. Not the worst lateral. Probably puts him off worthless, but I mean he's going D.
Nurkic stinks. Thank you.
This is one of like the more slept on players in all of my team.
Honestly, guys. Somebody in my comments said DBG had Cat at B tier, so I was preparing myself.
Like Karl Anthony Towns.
I'm good. We're on the same page with that DBG.
Power forward he's another level. He is another level.
I'm glad we are on the same page with that.
Position. The guy plays.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Lanes. The guy will shoot the ball if needed.
Super glad we're on the same page with that.
He's tall. He's strong. He's fast without the ball.
His release is on the slower side of things, but it's really easy to green.
With the ball. Mikhail's going to go B. So Mikhail obviously was the
Mikhail is mid.
Reward.
He's so
mid. I know a lot of people for his time he was
good.
Trying to get this card. A lot of people at the time were trying to get him. A lot of people now are probably just getting the card just naturally. Set shot 3, which it's weird with the upper.
Set shot 3 in general is terrible.
Have Mikhail upper when it's with a fast base, but like set shot 3 is a slow base. Like
so
that release
slow.
is fine with certain uppers. Like for me, that release is fine with whatever Cliff Robinson upper is. Like there are certain uppers that kind of match up with releases, but that
if you like set shot 3, you're weird.
Set shot 3 or whatever upper that is bad. And I will say the set shot 3 is awful on current gen.
It's awful.
It's just okay on next gen.
KPS.
Porzingis S. I don't know who the fifth.
I think KP is my best center in the game.
He's going to be an S tier.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
We'll decide that at the end.
I
do know who the fifth player is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm perfect. I'm going to be perfectly happy with my S tier. Porzingis is, in my opinion, the best center in the game. And just the way I play the game, with how good he is in the pick and pop, how good he is rebounding, how good he is.
I think KP is the best center in the game.
7'4".
I really do. He's tough. He's so tough.
Easily S tier for me.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
I'm
not the highest on Aldridge, but he.
Aldridge.
Wait, is there?
I think D tier is fine.
Is there a new Aldridge or what?
He's bordering on worthless.
I've never liked Aldridge. I don't know why.
Bordering on worthless. His post game is pretty nice, but that's kind of it.
I feel like we got another guy with that release.
So we can at least college the AI.
Who is to do with the Mari's base that we've already talked about?
I'll put Aldridge in D. I'll put Aldridge
in D. Bargnani's the guy, maybe? I don't know. I don't like that release in general.
B. Like, for me, Marc Gasol's not as good as George Mike, and Marc Gasol's not as good as Cowens.
You once said he was better than David Robinson.
Gasol's a decent player build. Like, he's a big body. I
wonder if DBG still has that tweet up saying Marc Gasol was better than D-Rob.
And his steal rating is alright.
I was stunned at the time, and I'm still stunned.
His defense is
Gasol's not terrible, though.
81 lateral.
He's not terrible.
Hit when he's wide open. I just think he's only alright.
Set shot 18 is horrible.
I really just do. I think he's okay. I think maybe. But I don't see what separates him. I know he's taller, but I don't think, like, in-game for most people, there's anything to separate him versus Cowens versus Boogie versus Mikan.
They're just different cards, though.
Best 4 in this tier, and I mean, if you can get used to Bill Russell release, you can argue him in there.
Bill Russell, the best player at B tier, I'm telling you.
Then
I might buy him
the
back
obvious
for my
last
normal
S-tier
tier.
inclusion is Yao Ming. He's Mash Man.
Yao on next gen is so much better than Yao on current gen. I'm just saying that right now.
You expect me to talk about more things? Like, no, Yao Ming's just a cheese ball. Yao Ming is in the right hands of one of the most cheesy cards in the game, but at the same time, for a lot of people, he's not going to be good. For me, I'm not going for Yao. He's not fun. Like, I didn't go for Yao.
You can argue Yao is pretty fun,
honestly.
honestly.
Not an enjoyable card to use. And my whole thing would be, maybe later on.
Kind of is enjoyable.
I'll need Yao for squad builders. I can almost certainly guarantee you that either we get a Dark Matter Yao very soon, or not very soon, that by, say, let's just say start of May, we'll have a Dark Matter Yao, or that we'll go and get a, what was I going to say? Or we'll go and get like a Diamond Yao to just basically the exact
Yeah,
same
we'll
thing.
probably get another Yao.
Let's not check NBA 2K21. Because last year, I remember we got the Radioactive Yao Ming that was the exact same as his... so we didn't actually have a Dark Matter Yao other than the Invincible one. We got a Flash Yao, obviously.
Invincible Yao is crazy.
But like...
Yao and Taco last year.
Time until we get like a Diamond Yao that's the exact same thing as the Galaxy Opal.
Yao with the burst on current gen, him and Taco are so crazy.
He's Nurkic tier. Can't put him any higher because he's got
Mitchell Robinson is not good.
Whereas Nurkic will
if
play
he had better speed,
Mitchell Robinson
would be good.
Mo Bamba. I hate him. I hate him so much. 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 There's something wrong with this card.
Mo Bamba is not good.
Like, I have never shot so many very earlys and very lates with a player. And it must just be Mo Bamba because Jaren Jackson Jr. is the same release. And I have no problem shooting with Jaren Jackson Jr.
I do.
I just hate Mo Bamba so much. I get it. He's got a long wingspan.
Mo Bamba is not good. I mean,
I get it.
Mo Bamba's had his time in like past 2Ks. This Mo Bamba is just objectively not good.
Like, if I'm putting Dino down in worthless there, and I don't think Dino's that much worse than Mo Bamba. I really don't. Like, if I can't, like, I don't think it's even a bad thing comparing Mo Bamba to like the Kembe or Houston American. I think he's at that level. I do not like Mo Bamba, and I want to make that clear. Wherever Dwight Howard is where Moses Malone's gonna go, honestly. And then wherever Thurman's one tier ahead of us.
I like Thurman.
Like, they're all kind of.
And when I say that, I don't think he's like a top center in the game, but I think Thurman is really good.
I think Thurman, in terms of shooting, Thurman is definitely the best.
I just don't like Mo's release.
But they're all very similar stats wise. Difference is Thurman's a little bit better than Dwight Howard, better player build, and
I do like Nate
Thurman will hit when he's wide open the corners, whereas Dwight won't. So he's gonna go B. And Miles Turner
was okay for a little bit. Now he's not very good, but he was okay for first time he was okay.
Miles Turner really was good for his time. Let's not forget that he really was. Then we got Ewing. I mean, let's be real. It's Ewing. Patrick Ewing is only on tier list for me to put him worthless tier.
It's sad.
It's been the case.
Do you think we'll ever get a good Patrick Ewing card?
Tier list, so we can put the guy in worthless. Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's not horrible.
Now, I don't know whether to go B or A.
Nobody should have got him.
C or B.
But he's not horrible if you got him.
B, because Rudy Gobert is fast, man.
Nobody's going to talk about him.
I really like Rudy Gobert's player building game. I just think he gets a ridiculous amount of blocks, a bit like Mitchell Robinson. He's got like 80 speed, 82 lateral, 90 steal, 95 block.
Yeah, I was looking at the card the other day, and he's not terrible.
Gold interceptor. I think he's really solid.
Obviously, can't shoot.
But his release is good. Look, I think he's fine. I think B tier is right for him. I don't think he's one of the best cards in B tier. I don't, but I think he is that little bit ahead of someone like a Bogut. Ha-Sung Jin, I mean, he's a giant.
Yeah, he is a giant. 7'3".
I mean, if you want to argue because he's him in C tier because he's a giant, be my guess, but I'm going to put him in D tier. Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq's not very good. B tier maybe is fine, but he's not very good.
Look, for what he's got no stamina, but for what he is, I got to put him in A tier. The guy.
A tier is fine, but he's not very good.
Simple as that. The guy sets massive screens, and if you're running through like a guard,
it's just because of his player model more than anything.
And if you're trying to 3-hunt him rolling to the basket, he will dunk. The guy still has one lung, but I think A tier is right. I think A tier is going to be
fine with me for Shaq. I do not like Shaq. I would rather run Diamond Bill Russell.
For me personally, again, I would take Mikan, Marc Gasol, DeMarcus Cousins, Cowens. Heck, I take Bill Russell. I take Brook Lopez over him. Like, I don't like.
Yeah,
Shaq.
I would have Shaq probably a B tier, honestly. And I mean, nobody's really cooked me with Shaq like that.
He's just better Hassan Jin.
Dog, honestly, Taco is worthless.
Is huge this year. Taco Fall last year was 7'5". This year he's 7'6".
C tier for Taco is crazy.
And I mean, he's.
Does he not have 25 speed?
With 25 speed, which is hilarious.
Oh, he doesn't. What is it?
Now Taco can just match with the best of them. I used him. There was a week I used him in limited and just literally, I'd say my opponents just none of them was playing me. I just ran a pick and roll. I can't remember who I ran on the ball. I ran a pick and roll, and either I got wide open for a 300, and if I didn't get open for the 300, I just dumped the ball into Taco and mashed.
That's how it is with Yao, though.
Bad for my few opponents that weekend. Then we have got Vlade. I think Vlade stinks. I didn't
say, is he worthless? I don't know. He's not good.
I'm putting Vlade in D tier. I have the guy. He's really cheap. Again, for like 1,800 MT, yeah, he's pretty good value. But I think he sucks.
Wes Unseld does not suck. He's good.
See, he's just too small. He's too small.
But if you play him at power forward, he's fine.
He's even small at the power forward position.
He is, but he's not fine.
Stats-wise, he's lacking a little bit. Badge-wise, he's lacking a little bit. I think we get a good Wes Unseld later in the year. I don't think this card's it. Wilt, I think at this stage,
I still, C tier.
I'm gonna have to put Wilt.
I'd go C tier. He's better than Mitchell Robinson.
He's not as good. He's faster. He's one tier below where, like wherever like Artis Gilmore stuff are. Wilt's player build is ridiculously good.
It is. I can't wait for a new Wilt.
Wingspan. I think maybe I'm gassing and putting him in C.
The next Wilt we get,
definitely not worthless. And then Wang Jiji are gonna go C and B, I guess.
They're B?
Like I'm shocked I'm not putting Wang Jiji in A tier. I would have thought that was a no-brainer. It was going to be a no-brainer, but man,
no way we're putting Shaq over Wang. No way we're putting Chris Anderson over Wang.
Wang Jiji Pink Diamonds are the most disappointing cards. Whereas Wang Jiji Ruby first time was one of the most surprisingly good cards. But yeah, that is pretty much it.
That is an awful way to end a pretty good tier list.
So this is my tier.
Having Bob McAdoo, Chris Anderson, and Shaq over Wang is
I'm happy with my first 5. I don't think there are really many arguments to be made unless you want to argue Hakeem over D-Rob. A tier, I'm completely happy. The only player a lot of people will argue is Birdman. I just really like Birdman. B tier, there's a good few guys. Like I think if you wanted to argue
Wang in B tier is
Boogie,
crazy.
Mikan, Gasol, Russell, or Cowens. If you wanted to argue any of those guys in A tier, I'm cool with it. I just think they're all at a similar level, and it's a little bit worse than these guys we currently have in A.
So you're not cool with me arguing Big Wang? Look, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Mass shout out to DBG. That is bad. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on Wang are down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.